Few football boots have a destiny as closely intertwined with the World Cup as the Adidas Predator. After a debut back in 1994 that changed the way football boots were designed, marketed and looked at forever, Adidas's most legendary cleats have been through over a dozen reincarnations since that tournament and are once again regenerating in time for the 2014 FIFA World Cup. The Adidas Predator Instinct is a clear evolution of the lethal zones concept that was introduced on the last two entries into the series, with the name even remaining on the box. If you're wondering why that is, Adidas will indeed be celebrating all things Predator, but later on in the year, and the Instinct name will be given a proper christening with a more orthodox Predator colourway in the new season. But for now, the battle-packed Predator Instinct gives us the full features of the latest Preds in the striking black and white colour scheme of the Three Stripes World Cup pack. Staying with that colour scheme for the time being, and it certainly is an eye-catcher. The black and white boots have been ubiquitous in the friendlies and warm-ups to football's biggest party, and will no doubt be equally visible during the main event. It is worth a note that this is the only Battle Pack boot to use a white on black colour scheme rather than the vice versa, as Adidas wanted to give the Predator a distinct look at the tournament where it made its name. The upper is once again a hybrid touch synthetic. Easily the breakthrough of the Lethal Zone series, Hybrid Touch offers a leather-like feel and incredible comfort, but boasts reduced stretch and increased water-resistant properties. Of course, working with synthetic also allows Adidas to be more daring when it comes to the placement of the signature Predator zones. And here on the Instinct, they are more aggressive than they've been in quite some time. The last few Predator elements have been a little more tame, but the Instinct's forefoot and toe area zones are much more prominent than they were on the Lethal Zones models, and indeed the Adipower, Predator X and Power Swerve models that preceded those. Shifted around slightly, you could probably still draw out some of the same zones as the last couple of models, but Adidas have worked to refine and unify the concept. What would have been the drive and dribble zones work more closely with the laces now, and the first touch and sweet spot zones are closer to the front of the boot. The area with the biggest transformation, however, is the pass zone, which now features a huge welded gel pad that cushions each and every ball. A clever bit of design by Adidas is that it does get firmer towards the heel, giving it sort of a cupping effect to make sure that the instep is making optimal contact with the ball. Something of an unofficial sixth lethal zone is the new control frame. A Predator exclusive variant on the sprint frame, the control frame coats the front studs and forefoot area of the sole plate with ridges. Adidas say that 10% of all ball contact is made with the very front of the boot in this area, and that the control frame augments that. Our first instinct, and that isn't an intentional joke, is that this does make the boot a little stiffer than the Lethal Zones was in this part of the shoe, so it will be very interesting to see how this affects comfort and indeed controlling and striking the ball. The control frame is also transparent in areas that aren't coated in these additional ridges, making the aesthetics of the boot particularly interesting. The Battle Pack patterning runs throughout the sole of the boot, as do the signature Adidas Three Stripes, which are picked out here in neon orange. The transparent sole plate would have also added a pretty cool concept to the MyCoach system had it been considered. But alas, the Predator Instinct seems to have called time on the boot's compatibility with the speed cell. And whilst that is kind of a downer, we are absolutely head over heels for the little details on the Predator Instinct. The Battle Pack colourway is packed with sublimated graphics and watermarked tribal patterns that add a real sense of depth to the black areas of the boot, whilst the use of 2014 adds a real sense of occasion to the design. In particular, Adidas's decision to include a Velcro-like material on the new thinner tongue shows that they're really considering how to make every aspect of a player's life on the pitch just that little bit easier, as this little patch of material eliminates movement from the tongue and keeps the fit consistent over 90 minutes. That might be all we've got for the time being, but expect a full review on the Adidas Predator Instinct within the next few weeks on Footy-Boots.com, and be sure to get yourself over to our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and Google Plus pages for new and exclusive content on the daily.